Hey guys, what's up? It's Selfie here. Welcome to Video Vlogs Day 16. I'll be speaking with this video. Let's go. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Video Vlogs Day 16. Let's get started. I got a couple of topics I want to talk to you guys about today. First topic is, I just want to do a quick talk about school and all that. So, I know a couple of you guys recently started school, and it's probably your first time in high school, middle school, or whatever grade you're going to, or probably in college. Now, I'm going to give you guys a couple of tips that you should definitely know about school when you start a new school. Now, you may not make friends on the first day of class when you start it. So, it takes a while to make friends in school. It's nice that you're going to be new to the school and that you get to make friends. Now, the tips that I'm going to tell you about is what you should definitely use for freshman year or wherever grade you're going to. So, you want to make sure when you get to your new class and all that, you want to make sure you have a binder. You want to make sure your binder is filled with papers and all that. And make sure it's a 3-ring binder. So it has all of the stuff here in case you need to take notes when the teacher does, orientation or whatever. You want to make sure you also have a pencil and also have a pen, because you want to make sure you have those items with you, because this is important for when you do your new school. But I think starting a new school would be kind of nice, because it's a new environment, you're not used to it, but later on, eventually you'll make friends. So, for people that start in school, I want to wish you guys luck. Good luck to you guys doing your school. You'll eventually love it. You guys will definitely love the school and all the classes and all that. It's very fun. So you'll definitely have a good time with your school, and you'll definitely enjoy it. So for the couple of weeks or whatever, you might not make friends immediately, but eventually you will, because you might eventually be in the class, you might sit with them, you might get in a group with them, you can talk to them, maybe switch information, get phone numbers, like if you're absent for a class or if they're absent, you can tell them the assignments so they can catch up. So you want to make sure when you go right to your classroom, you have your binder and you have a pen and a pencil so you can take notes and all that. And eventually the teacher is going to have you pre-order some books for the classroom. So you want to make sure you have all the money and all that for your books, so you can have your work and all that stuff done, so you can have everything set when you go to the classroom the next time. So you'll be all set. So another couple of things about freshman year or whatever grade you're going into. There are some people that might look at you and how you look. Some people might think about you that you're a loner. That's how people call each other that sometimes. They would call people a loner if they're by themselves, but I wouldn't like when somebody would call somebody a loner. That's kind of rude. But, if you're by yourself and you don't know anybody, eventually you will sit by yourself. But if somebody comes up to you and wants to have small talk with you and be your friend, that's good, because that means you'll be on a good roll, and you'll eventually be able to make friends faster and quicker that way. So that's a good way to start your freshman year, making new friends. Because eventually, if you don't have anybody to go to, if you're having trouble with the assignments or can't do the assignments, you might have to eventually go to the teacher and tell them to explain the assignment again. Because some assignments might be difficult for you and you might need some help. They might put you in groups with other people so you can eventually understand what you're doing. So it's easier for you and your group people to do it easier. So eventually you'll love it. So those are a couple of tips that I want to tell you guys about for freshman year or whatever grade you're in. So hope you guys take these tips and use them. It's very good to use them. Alright guys, what's up? I hope you guys enjoyed that quick talk that I told you guys about freshman year. Alright, now this next topic, you guys, this topic is pretty I don't know how to explain it, but let me just say, like, this topic is pretty emotional somewhat. It's not actually sad or nothing, but I'm gonna talk about, my next topic I'm talking about is bullying. Now, I recently did a video on YouTube about bullying with me and my friend. Like, we didn't get to finish talking about it, so I want to finish talking about it now. Now, let me tell you guys something about bullying. Bullying is something that happens recently where people get picked on or talked about or whatever about, like they get talked about behind people's backs or whatever, or they start drama or something. Now, you don't want to start any of that nonsense because bullying can happen anywhere. It can happen at school, it can happen in public, it can happen online. Now, eventually, you're going to want to have to tell those people that are bullying you to make it stop. But if they don't stop, you're going to eventually have to go tell a grown-up. You need to tell an adult, tell a teacher, or go to somebody you can trust. Even go to a friend. Go to them, talk to them about the situation, and explain why this is happening. Because eventually, they'll stop. So eventually, you guys, you now want to know, like, bullying is very bad in some ways. Like, I can tell you a couple of things that happened with me when I got bullied. Like, I got bullied because of my height. I got bullied because of my weight. I got bullied because of my looks. I got bullied because people think I was retarded or whatever. Like, I got bullied for so many things. Like, it's not nice to bully people. Bullying people is not nice. I mean, people may think bullying is alright, but I don't think bullying should be done, period. Because bullying can happen anywhere, especially online. Because bullying happens a lot online. Like, I recently saw, I wasn't going to see this movie, but I recently saw that movie on Friendgate, about, like, supposedly the movie was supposed to be supernatural, but, like, the movie is about, a girl who committed suicide, and somebody posted this video online about her, that she saw the video, she got embarrassed, Like, some people would eventually commit suicide because of bullying, because they won't be able to take it anymore. Like, if you want to get bullying to stop, you need to stand up to that bully or tell a grown-up or an adult about this, because bullying shouldn't be done, period. I don't think bullying is very nice at all, because bullying is wrong. I think bullying should definitely be taken care of, because bullying is wrong. So, I think bullying should definitely be resolved and should be gone. Because eventually bullying still goes on. Like, bullying would eventually be the type of thing that people would want to fight you for something. Like, you would be scared to go back to your school or wherever, because they would want to get a big crowd of people just to watch you and them fight, and you would be embarrassed. Like, that's kind of, like, disappointing, like, kind of sad. And I think it's, like, really depressing how people try to embarrass you in front of a bunch of people, and, like, you can't do nothing about it. Like, eventually, if you want all to stop, you should eventually go to a grown-up. Like, it's better to go to a grown-up and explain to them about the bullying so it can stop. So I think bullying should be resolved. So, a lot of people get bullied for stuff, but eventually, if you get it resolved, then it'll be over with. So you don't have to worry about nothing. Like, if you guys have any bullying stories you want to tell me, or if you want to talk to me about it, like, you can, like, message me on YouTube, and I'll, like, talk to you guys about it. Like, I'm willing to help you guys out. Like, if you guys are having a situation with something that's going on, like, I'm willing to talk to you guys about it. But, I want to thank y'all for listening to my stories about bullying. So, I hope you guys understand it, and hopefully it stops. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that quick talk that I talked to you guys about bullying. This next topic, this topic is about weather. Now, I know I did a video on weather a couple of days ago, but this video is on weather. Now I'm gonna talk to you guys about how this weather is affecting people and all that stuff. So so if you guys are having heat, if wherever the weather is where you're at, whether it's hot, cold, both, whatever, you guys might wanna hear some tips or things you should do when it's hot or cold. Now when it's hot, definitely, number one, you need to drink a glass of water, cold water. You need to make sure you keep water with you everywhere you go, especially if it's hot or cold, because water is the most important thing to drink. H2O is important and healthy for your life. I definitely love drinking water, especially when it's hot. Another thing you can do when it's hot, eat some ice cream. Make sure, when it's hot, eventually everybody gonna be at the yogurt or the ice cream truck or whatever, getting some ice cream. It's gonna be eventually hot, because you're gonna want some ice cream, because ice cream is nice and cool, and it makes you chill. It's pretty delicious. Next thing you need when it's hot, make sure you have a fan. Now I have my fan on. Make sure you have a fan on you when it's hot, because it is burning up hot. It's summer. It's burning up hot, and eventually you're gonna need some air. So make sure you have a fan, or just open a window or something. Get you some air. Now, things to do when it's cold. Now, when you're cold, you want to make sure you have a blanket, or any kind of towel or something. You can have a towel or a blanket or whatever. Use one of those and cover yourself up. See, you're gonna want a blanket to warm up with, because when it gets cold, you can never get warm easy. Very chilly. Another thing you need when it's cold, eventually people drink hot chocolate and stuff when it's cold, and and they drink tea. Another thing you need when it's cold is you need to make sure you have the proper wear, like wear gloves, beanie, a nice cold jacket, scarf. This stuff you can wear for the winter. Alright, so those are things that you can do when it's hot and cold. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that talk. I talked about hot and cold, what you need to do. Now this final topic, ooh, I can't wait. This final topic is so amusing. I just can't wait. Now you guys, I've been dying so much to get this item. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody has one of these, and I'm pretty sure you all do. So let me show you what I got, guys. I got a selfie stick. This is beautiful, and I like how it fits on my phone. The best thing I like about selfie sticks is that you can take pictures, you can extend the thing, and take a selfie just by a push of a button with this thing here. So I went to the mall yesterday with my friend, and I saw the selfie stick because I've been trying to find one for the longest. So I purchased this selfie stick for only $7.49. It was close to $8. So this selfie stick was pretty nice. So I went with blue. I was going to get green because my favorite color is green, but I went with blue because blue is my favorite color. And I like how you can extend how the selfie stick is and take a selfie without even using your hand or whatever. That's the best thing I like about selfie stick. The selfie stick is pretty much perfect and definitely needed, especially if you're going to be on a ride or something, like a high ride or whatever. You can definitely use the selfie stick to shoot a video or even do a broadcast. Alright? Awesome. So that's what I did this weekend. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog. Before I go, I want to talk to you guys about something. So recently I started a broadcast website. It's called YouNow. I have a YouNow account. If you guys want to check me out, you can check me out. My username on there is @WarnerSisters, the same username as my Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, and all that. If you want to hit me up on there, I broadcast every day. I broadcast Monday through Friday, sometimes on the weekend. If you want to check it out, check it out. It's called You Now, and then just search my name. Also, I have a group down there. We just started a group on there. It's called Harmony Blushes 6. So it's me and a couple of other friends that's doing the group. So if you guys can help me out with my group and get us recognized and all that, that would be much needed and much appreciated. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in for Video Vlogs Day 16. I will see you guys next week for Video Vlogs Day 17. Bye.